to a very aged episode of Careful Boys where we discuss what's something recently that has happened where you notice you just don't mesh with the youngest generation.
I learned what cap was a couple days ago. That was pretty cool.
Cap?
Cap.
Bro, you're late to the... You know what cap is, dude.
Cap is like... it's like, hey, don't lie.
I caught you in a lie.
Don't lie.
Yeah. I'm identifying that as a lie.
Cap.
Yeah.
That's cap.
Put a name on
Cap
it.
means...
No cap, no lies.
But he's still young enough to still be in that gen.
I learned. No, I tell Nikki all the time. She's like, "Where did you learn this word?" I say, "Nick." I was at JK. She's like, "You never say that's gas. Where'd you say that? Where'd you get that from?" I'm like, "Oh, well, Nick."
One, two.
I'm like, Nick.
No, I don't think...
Nick keeps me up with the younger generation.
I don't think I think I'm too old to be saying that, actually.
I just started saying it, so I'm
Isn't
39.
Subin the closest?
Yeah, Subi probably
But
is.
then he makes up his own.
I think I got that from Subi.
Subi's like having a robot around. It's like, boop, boop, beep, beep, beep.
But way better than
I
that.
don't learn that much
Look at his face.
because I don't understand it.
I don't know what you're talking. I'm a dad now, right?
Do you feel like
Come on, dog, tell him.
do you feel like there's a disconnect between you and the youngest gen?
The YNs?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on.
What's a YN?
You guys don't know what. You guys all know what YNs mean. The word.
Young and new.
Right.
Young
the
and new?
word YN means we just say that instead of the full term. That's for us to say.
Youngin.
Youngin. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Young, new.
Can I use that around my wife and sound cool?
No, it's just people just say YN is like because they it's young dudes that get active, and they're
Active
crazy.
meaning like
My
they're gang.
Gang, yeah.
Yeah, they're gang related.
my friend has a son in high school, and then he told me that like his friends were like, "Oh, you know Joe? Man, he is pretty cool for an old guy."
That's actually probably the best compliment.
That's pretty big.
So I'm like,
At our age, that's good.
That's good. That means you're
I'm a
relevant.
really cool for an old guy.
That's tight.
That's great.
So that's how I knew. Yeah, you
It's
know,
that time.
high school kids see me as I'm that uncle status.
Cool for an old guy. That's
yeah.
sick. No, that's a great compliment.
He's so cool for an old guy.
I will say my nieces and nephews all think I'm pretty cool for some reason, mostly because Nikki's pretty cool, and I'm with Nikki, so like I get like by proxy.
Cool by proxy.
Because they all love Nikki. Everyone in my whole family loves Nikki. And then, like, so they're, like, all the little kiddos, when we come over, they want to play makeup with Nikki, they want to do stuff with Nikki. And then I'm just sort of like, hey. And they just fuck off with Nikki.
Do you think they think you're extra cool because of all the cool jumpsuits you wear? And they're like...
It's weird. I usually don't wear them when I see my nieces and nephews.
It's weird.
Yeah, I know. You guys can't picture me without them.
Yeah, they wouldn't appreciate the humor.
No.
I think the point when I felt like I got old is when I couldn't tell the difference between a high schooler and a college student.
Dude, ages are so hard for me.
Because when I was in college, I was like, clearly these are high school kids. You know, you can't tell you can tell the difference, or you probably thought you could, right? But then, I don't know, like into my 30s, I'm like, dude, they look the same in age.
I'm watching reality TV with Nikki. She's like, how old do you think that chick is right there? And then I know immediately, oh no, it's like I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And they're just, and I'm like, oh no. Because like right now, if I say the wrong thing, she's going to be so fucking mad at me. So I'm like, oh no. So I just try to go high. I just go high now.
He's overbid.
I'm like, not as young as you, babe. It's just stuff like that. I'm like 39. And then she's like, no, she's like 28 or something. I'm like, oh.
No way, she looks so old.
Hey, she's an old looking lady.
Past.
Those bags on her.
Exactly. And then Regis is like, you got it. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Relief.
I feel like takeovers, like the street takeovers, that's like a very direct way that I feel so distant from the young generation because I'm like, what fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But if I was that age, I would be there.
Yeah, that's true. Because you would be at the street races.
Yeah.
That's the same shit.
I hate to admit that I hate it so much as an adult, but like if that was around and we had access to that and they were doing that, there was a group chat you could read, like, why wouldn't we be there?
I feel like if there's kids watching this, they all would vote you as the coolest one.
Yeah, 100%.
Ryan is the coolest one.
How did that make me
You're
the coolest one?
stuck at a certain
You
age.
just kind of seem like cool stuff.
Because I'm immature.
No, but you don't seem immature.
You're not immature.
I think they look at me as a crazy uncle. They look at you as the guy they aspire to be.
Yeah.
So they're like,
I don't know. That's more Anthony then.
oh,
Joe just seems like he could take his dick out and start jacking it at any time.
He's a wild card.
What a trait to have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like a wild man.
Trait.
No, my neighbor's wife watches JK, and she's like, Joe is just out of his mind.
Well, isn't that what Jackson Wang said about you?
He said that I was his favorite because I make him laugh the most.
Because you're crazy.
There you go.
I'm crazy Gideon.
It's because nobody knows. You know how, like, if you watch enough stand-up, you know where the punchline's coming from? You can kind of hear it baked into the taco.
Yeah.
With you, nobody knows what the fuck you're going to even say next.
Yeah, it's a wild
And you've
card.
known me for years.
Legit.
And you continue to surprise us.
You blow me away all the time.
You know, that's my fun game is that I always try to get a surprise out of you guys because at this point it gets harder and harder and harder. But then when a new guest comes, they're like, they're laughing and their mind's blown. But you guys are so used to me that like the average shit doesn't work. So I have to be even more next level every single time.
It's the best.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. My favorite's when you play so stupid.
What do you mean playing stupid? I am.
Like, you really convincingly will act like you don't know what someone's talking about.
Yeah.
But you'll hold on to it the whole
It's
video.
the best. He'll hold on to it sometimes for days.
Yeah.
But people don't think that you're clever enough to do that, which is my favorite.
The thing is, I think it's like so funny when someone actually. I mean, it's kind of like how you were playing that game with Nikki, and then you're kind of like, was it the colorblind thing?
Colorblind.
Yeah. And it's just the inside thing, but it gave you so much satisfaction. It's like a little. It's trolly, right? But then. Because there's stories that people still tell me of the day where I'm like, that was an act when you believed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I just let them go because I think to me, why would I take that away from them and just be like, I'm actually fucking smart and that wasn't me and what really happened was I was playing you the whole time.
Yeah,
And I'm
that-
like,
that's a
no,
fun
dude.
character anyways.
Remember you kept saying you were homeless for the longest time? And people were like, dude, that dude's homeless. They were like, really like, Joe fell
Joe's
off.
like sleeping in a truck, I heard, in
Yeah.
a truck bed.
And he's like, I'm doing that not because I'm poor. I'm just like sleeping in a truck bed.
Yeah. Because I'm an entrepreneur.
It's like fun for me.
But it literally does hurt my brand sometimes when I want to do something. Like, I'm just like, oh.
It's
Like,
okay.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, I don't know because it's like I'm playing so hard to the game that it's too believable now that the wild card is too crazy. So even if I'm doing something seriously, I'm not being taken legitimately because I fucked my brand so hard. Yeah. So then when people do meet me like outside of JK and
They're like, hey, can you not jack off in front of my family?
My kids are here.
I don't
Kids are
mean
right
it
over
like
there.
that.
Actually.
They won't know the context on why you're jacking off. So it's wasted.
I got too horny.
Daddy got bony.
I was thinking about this video.
By the way, I will laugh at that a million times before some fucking convoluted, advanced comedic,
I know.
whatever the fuck, every time.
Yeah.
I got too horny.
Yeah, dude. So even though you're the youngest, do you feel like you're connected at all to like? Do you feel distant from like the youngest gen when they're talking? The music, the shows, like. It's to you, by the way, Subin.
That was to Subin.
Yes, I'm aware. I don't know, man. I don't even pay attention.
You just have a kid now. You gotta.
You got a baby.
He's a man now.
No, it's just like, can I be honest? Like, a lot of my friends are you guys' age.
Yeah, weird.
So it's.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
29.
He's a young lad.
Yeah, you're a lad. Dude, when I met you, I think you were 27.
You're like
Yeah, I was-
31?
I was like 30. I'm like 32.
32?
32. What's up, my boy?
Yeah,
I like it.
I thought you were like 35 or 9.
Well, yeah, I guess 29 is hella
I think you were
old.
literally 27 when I met you.
No, but
Has it been that long?
hanging out with you guys, I noticed like majority of my homies and the guys I really do kick it with is your guys' age, and at the same time,
Dinosaurs?
even all the people who I work with is same thing. Your guys'
All the
age,
stunt guys you know are like same age.
stunt guys or YouTube partners, and then next thing you know, I think that's what stresses me the fuck out.
Why? Because you see what they're.
Because you guys are like leveling up. You guys got business. You guys
You got like 2 decades on you.
No, I know, but that's the thing. It just still low key pressures me for some reason because I gotta keep reminding myself you guys are old as fuck.
Dude, when I was 28, like, I was still killing it. I was still fucking killing it.
You
Big
see?
checks. I'm talking big checks.
You see?
I got the hugest check.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Also, it's just not. It's not like I don't want you guys saying, "Take your time." Oh, you're fucking youngster. I don't want to hear that.
We never will tell you that.
All right, you want us to tell you the secrets?
We'll tell you the real shit. You want to hear the real shit?
Yeah,
No,
tell us
no,
the
it's
real
just
shit.
it's just dope. It's just dope that you guys are getting houses. You guys have businesses. You guys are suppressing a certain level. It just makes me hype as fuck, but it also just gives me stress. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just saying I'm just like, yo, I really want to catch up with you guys,
Yeah.
so I can be
He's hungry.
at your guys' level at my age. That's all. That's all.
So you'll be fine.
Any direction you look though, like there's some kids that I used to teach class to when they were children, and them fools are on their 3rd house. You know what I mean? Like any direction you look, you can find that, but for the most
There's
part,
a theme, by the way. Put
Yeah.
your money in real estate as fast as you
That's what
can.
it is now. Now the hype is about property owning, Airbnb, you know what I mean, business. Like that's even more stressful because you see that all the time. But
but you still have more jobs than I did at your age, for sure.
yeah, but not all consistent. You know what I mean? And then but
If you keep on taking the cop test, that could be pretty good one day.
bro, I already took like
How many?
7.
pellet B for LAPD. Now I gotta take one for the National Guard.
Wow, really?
That's
It's ASVAB test, which is grammar and English and vocabulary.
Ah, shit. They got us there.
Fuck me on that one.
Damn, dude.
They got us there.
Can't you say you speak
beep
Pidgin?
boop?
No, I bought the book, ASVAB for Dummies.
You got it, bro. You got
Oh,
it.
you got that.
I'm not worried, but I'm getting used to it.
Read it.
I'm getting very used to fucking
Watch he
taking
reads
tests.
that and he's like articulate.
Look, I think you should read it.
Oh man, what if he comes in here?
He comes back a scholar and shit.
Honestly, if you come in here all smart and shit, you're out of here, dude.
If Subin came in here with like a fucking scar.
We come here to be dumb, dude.
You come here talking proper and being like, you know, with your tie all
like
high
Steve Jobs in here and shit. Turtleneck.
and glasses and
No, and
blue
then
jeans.
I took that security test, which was like 98 questions of penal codes and grammar.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, I've been taking so many of these tests.
For your guard card?
That was for my guard card.
How many are we passing?
Huh?
We're taking test bar. We passing.
Passed the LAPD pellet.
Let's go, baby.
Hey.
which
Let's
is,
go.
Which is hella vocabulary and hella reading comprehension.
So you got these tests?
I do, but it still stresses me the fuck
100%.
out. Yeah, no matter.
Show you.
Like how many times like a guy robs a subway? Do you shoot him 80 times, 90 times?
Choices.
They're all right answers.
Well,
you gotta choose the
if
best
those-
answer.
If those are
And then D is all the above. So the answer was like 360.
Yeah, it's a trick question.
Quick math.
Yeah.
All of the above.
It's a math question.
All the above means add them together.
But yeah, so with your question being asked, I don't know what the young generation.
You don't even think about it.
I don't give a fuck about it. Except when I'm with Sasha's little sister, and then I'm hearing what she's going through in high school. It's just the funniest shit. I got a boyfriend. What up, gang? And she's like, I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean, what up, gang? What is this?
You know what's funny too is I also forget how like I got so used to being old and grumpy about so much shit that I forgot how much of a bitch I used to be about a lot of things.
Oh, me too.
You know what I mean? Like, because I look at these young kids that are always talking about depression and talking about like self-help and all this shit. I'm like, what a bunch of fucking wussies. But then I remembered me and my first breakup and how much of a shit I was.
too.
Like,
I was on
we
meds.
all were those people. You just fucking forget because you don't give advice to be like that anymore.
We didn't even have books and shit back then to teach us anything.
Oh yeah, we did.
We
Yeah,
didn't record ourselves and put it online.
that's another thing too. Yeah.
We were like, oh shit, my heart, hold up.
I saw this pussy boy.
I fucking got broken up with today.
Worse, I saw a grown man crying about Zelensky Trump White House meeting, and I was like, dude,
He was crying? Where was this?
I was like, kill yourself. Like, that was rough. On the internet.
Oh, you posted it.
Yeah, he posted. He's a grown man. He's wearing like a fucking, I don't know, he had a Major League Baseball hat on or some shit. But he was like really upset. He's like, I wish I could be with Zelensky right now. I'm like, what a fuck? That's the gayest thing. That's like the gayest thing. I'm
That's
like,
just
dude,
mental.
This is a grown man. Grown man, by the way.
That's
They all
mental
treat him like he's
problems
like a
on
little
parade,
kid.
though.
Oh yeah.
You know who started that though? The Leave Britney Spears Alone guy.
That's his homie.
I know. I like that guy. No, I don't know that guy.
Oh really?
I don't know.
I just assume anyone from YouTube
I don't
that
know that
uploaded
guy.
that year is his homie.
No.
And then he goes, I know that guy.
I don't know that guy.
I thought it was like a lady when I saw the video.
Oh, really?
Boy is a gaming.
Yeah, it's a game.
I mean, kind of, huh?
Yeah.
But
Oh, kinda. I mean.
Oh, was that the dude that was crying under the covers?
Yes.
Yeah. The short hair?
yeah.
Oh,
Okay. That's ancient. That's like.
I think he's under the covers because like his dad would have heard him or some shit and been like, "You stop fucking doing this shit."
Quit that gay shit, boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because why did he do that in his house?
go do the dishes.
I think he was just so much in turmoil. He just felt like he needed to like his safe space. Yeah, thank you, safe
Are there
space.
any like musical like do you ever hear any like music that's new that's obviously not for your demo and you just can't fucking feel
The
it?
Kendrick halftime Super Bowl thing, I don't know. I couldn't do anything with
That's
it.
racial.
Tate.
like it?
I don't
Tate.
care. I couldn't do shit with it.
Girl's name? Tate.
Tate McRae.
I can't.
That's cool that she's a dancer though.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I love that he shit all over Drake because I think that's all funny.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Oh, okay.
I liked all that.
that is up
Because
your
I'm
alley
petty and I
shit.
like all that.
Yeah.
But I would do a whole halftime Super Bowl commercial just to fucking diss one guy. You know what I mean? I think that's tight. But like, as far as the rest of it, I don't know his stuff, so that's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
It just makes me laugh how their slang today is a mix of like, kind of like ghetto hip hop, but also drag queen talk.
I don't think there's that much new
Well,
slang.
90s stuff like
Nowadays.
I remember like 90 it was a 90s thing to say crash out. And now it's back and like way bigger than
Yeah.
ever. People say crash out about everything.
Things get recycled.
What's the usual?
It's like
get
when
too drunk or
you
something?
it's like when you have a freak out, like where you just like you have an outburst.
Or yeah, you just go
A
crazy.
manic episode. This guy's crashing out.
Basically, yeah.
All right.
But that's like that was like in 90s hip hop songs back in the day.
But most of them just, it's a mixture of drag queen slang that started in the, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
And then a lot of it is like, I don't know. Like, the hip hop stuff is a little different.
Kalyne, do you know any cool shit?
I'm not cool enough.
How about when you work
The
with
Tate, I mean, she's cool. I guess she's really popular amongst that generation.
just don't like the music?
It's not for me.
have you worked with like lately have you had to shoot or direct somebody that's really young?
No,
Or work with someone's vision that was younger?
Not recently. No.
You haven't been doing any birthday party videos or?
No. I kind of gave that up for a while.
Party video.
You know what? I do think, though, after a certain age, you should start to learn how to speak English. Like,
Properly.
The official language, right?
yep, of America, motherfucker. No,
I agree. For professionalism?
No, I mean, you should your vocabulary should expand over the years.
Yes.
So even if you have a slight like regional accent
Fucking agree.
or like
Of a thing to say for you, Subin.
No, that's true.
dong dong dong.
Think about it. If your vocabulary is on fleek the whole time and you gotta go take a fucking grammar test, you don't even need to study. You just be smoking that
The
shit.
only person that I think
You know?
that I think passes is E40. Okay. Because E40, he'll be a 50-year-old man like making up words, and you still understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
He's a rapper. OG.
What?
He sounds like
I don't know shit, bro.
Oh shit, bang.
I swear to God, I'm not cool.
Not cool.
Now he'll just be like, "Yo, man, it's all up in the cuddaluffagus," you know what I'm talking about? And you're just like, "I don't know what that word is, but it makes a lot of sense."
Context is there.
Yeah, context
I like
is
it when they use it in a sentence.
yeah.
And then they spell it afterwards.
Shangalang.
Yeah.
E40.
You probably have no interest in this, but like, what would it be like if you went to watch like a UCB like freshman fucking like you know the new cats that are just on stage for the first time?
I have a better question.
Like what?
Could you predict what their bit would be?
Yeah.
Like, based on their age, they're like.
No, because everybody's. Well, I don't know how it is anymore. these days, but back in my day and doing improv stuff, everyone was offensive as hell at all times.
Right.
I don't know what they're doing now. Like trying not to offend each other. I have no idea. Maybe I'm wrong.
No
but,
way
like,
they're offending
I just
each
have
other.
no idea. Yeah. Comedy scene got whacked because when I was going to like UCB parties and shit like that, people were dressed like 9/11 and shit. So like now,
It's coming back. I mean, they're not censoring. Yeah.
I don't know if it's there. Is it there or is it like?
No, I
something
feel
else?
like it's not
Yeah, they were dressed like
UCB.
9/11, like legit.
Maybe in the stand-up open mic world, it's coming back. But
Yes.
then like I don't even know anything about improv, character work, like the stuff that we were into. I don't see any of that stuff. But maybe they don't go online.
That's kind of the whole thing, and it doesn't record well either.
Yeah.
So that
Because you have to. It's like an audience participation thing. Like it grows with the participants. So it's not like a user watching experience like that.
not a
Yeah.
digital medium.
It looks
Improv.
like, at least because sometimes I still have to go to some of those shows, like either UCB stuff or like Elysian Theater stuff. And it looks like they, if I had to assume, it looks like they look at offensive humor like it's too easy.
It always kind of has been, right? Like if you think about it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, can you, like, the idea is that we can explore ideas and like
Right.
heighten things,
Without being restricted.
right? And so, can you
If
do
I
that?
dunk on you, this is all gonna go south.
Right.
I think it looks like younger comedians feel like it's funnier to them to dunk on offenders than it is to be offensive. If that makes sense.
But if you're dunking on offenders, you're not having their backs.
yeah.
So that's the whole thing too. It's and I see that's I just said probably the gayest thing I've ever said. So whatever. It sucks. Can't win. Can't win.
So that sucks.
We need to clip that, send it to Nikki.
Yeah.